Look, Congress is pushing for Department of Homeland Security for details on ICE's new facial recognition app. There's a new app, y'all, and this is crazy. It's called the Fortify app, and I can't make this up. ICE is literally taking a picture of you, and it will literally scan its databases. And if you have a warrant for your arrest, or if you're an illegal, undocumented person, you're going to get detained. This is what they're doing. It's really messed up. I don't even know how you can even stop it, because local police and local law enforcement agencies are saying we're not going to get involved, but that still does not stop, federal agents coming into your local municipalities, right? It does not stop them. So they're not getting involved. Local police aren't, but federal agents are still in your local community or in a community near you. And they're just literally pulling out their phone and they're taking pictures and they're like, oh, you're illegal. Oh, you got a warrant and we're going to just take you away. Congress is pressing the Department of Homeland Security for some detailed answers about a new ICE facial recognition app called Mobile Fortify. This app is using facial and fingerprint scans out in the field, away from the border, and tapping into an array of government databases. And we're talking about over 200 million images. And this is crazy because what they're doing is they're taking the people who have TSA Pre-Check. If you have your mugshot, if you go into the DMV and get your license, they're literally pulling all of those images from those databases. Maybe even you signed up for something and uploaded your image to Facebook, and Facebook is selling your data to the Department of Homeland Security, and this is how they're getting your images. Lawmakers are asking DHS to explain the legal justification for using this tech on people inside of the country, including citizens. And the app is still in beta testing, which means it could be inaccurate. And facial recognition in general is known for leading to false matches and wrongful arrests, especially in the African American communities, right? They need to know the why and the how before this system gets too deep, because the goal is to make sure ICE is equipped with this technology and they want it to be accurate and constitutional. What's the hidden agenda? But back to what I'm saying here. If Congress is shutting down, how are they meeting and talking about this? So basically, it's the wild, wild west out here. The biometric security is way harder to fake than traditional IDs. This offers a powerful shield against identity theft and financial fraud, which often target older populations. If adapted for local use, similar swift identity verification systems could be used to screen visitors to residential communities or healthcare facilities, ensuring only authorized personnel and family members gain access, keeping older adults safer. And what if somebody is a missing person? They can just pull out the phone and scan and say, this super query feature, which links images to multiple asset databases, which is vehicles, addresses, could potentially be leveraged by local authorities to quickly locate and identify a missing senior, like somebody with Alzheimer's. Facial recognition technology is often criticized for being less accurate on older skin tones as well as non-white faces. This means adults in this demographic face a higher risk of being falsely flagged, leading to invasive questioning or wrongful detainment. And it's a massive privacy erosion. Using this type of comprehensive surveillance technology away from the border and on the street represents a significant expansion of government monitoring into the private lives of law-abiding citizens. This is a lot. This is a lot. Question that I have for you is, what do you think of the Fortify app? This is wrong on all levels. 2, I can't blame them for using the resources. 3, I can't believe they are using this technology Or 4, they need to have a better method of detaining people. Revis, talk to me, man. Let me know. What's your thoughts on this?
I'm trying to figure out what does facial recognition of American citizens have to do with immigration and custom enforcement? That's what ICE stand for, Immigration and Custom Enforcement. So if I'm an American citizen and I have a warrant for, let's say, speeding tickets, and they do a facial recognition of me, they're going to arrest me. What does that have to do with immigration, and what does it have to do with customs enforcement?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an overreach. I think they're doing a little too much.
Like I said, this is a law enforcement show, right? This episode here, look at the things that we've been talking about. You're already in jail, and they're charging you more money to be able to talk to loved ones. They're deploying self-driving police vehicles that have 360 cameras, thermal imaging, and drone capabilities. And then now you're saying I can take a picture of you. And when I take this picture of you, you can tap into your database and you can find images of me, but you're ICE. You're not even supposed to be on the local streets. You're supposed to be at the border, but you're literally in our municipalities, in our cities, or in our neighborhoods.
And I hear ICE is hiring felons right now, so you can get a job with ICE if you want. Well, anybody can get a job with ICE right now.
Wow. Wow.
But I do like the app for facial recognition and all that kind of stuff, because I might decide that I'm going to have me a girlfriend sometime here, and if I do happen to have one, I like to know if she's a serial killer or not. So that might help.
I wonder if the facial recognition app can go through the makeup that these women be wearing.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. I mean, look at all the makeup that a lot of women wear, right? I'm joking, but look at all the makeup women wear. Like, I want to see what you really look like behind all that beat up face, right? I want to see that. Yeah, my face is beat. My face is beat. No, I want to see what you really look like. Can I get access?
But you're down in you're down in Atlanta, so men wear a lot of makeup down there too.
But not I. I'm in the right side of town. I'm trying to make light of this, but at the same token, this is a serious matter. This is a serious matter that, what is the solution? Does anybody have a solution in the comments of what we should do, what we should not do? I mean, outside of saying this should be banned. Right now, Congress is not here. And basically, it's a free for all. How do we stop this? Does anybody have a solution? It's one thing to point the blame, is one thing to cry foul, but does anybody have a solution to this issue of how we could probably say, let's protect everybody? Of course, if you have committed a crime, if you committed a murder, yes, we want to make sure that we get those people off the streets. But you also know that in certain communities, and let's just be honest, are they really policing the way that they should be versus another community? Being in all fairness, what solutions does anybody have to where maybe somebody watches this show and say, you know what, let me share this with a congressman and maybe that could be a potential bill. Maybe we can stop this. I mean, when does the madness stop? We need solutions. It's one thing to point the finger and say this is wrong and this is, we're crying a foul, but what's the actual solution to this?
It sounds like you're trying to make us all stay in the house. If you just stay in the house, you don't have to worry about it.
Stay in the house? So basically,
stay in the house. That's the solution.
So basically, you're saying, hey, do everything with, and they did this with COVID, right? Stay in the house.
Right.
You're familiar with Amazon. You're familiar with Instacart and DoorDash. There's no reason to leave the house. You have internet. And you're good to go. That's basically what you're saying. And they've already proven that it can be done, but then people want to be outside.
Yeah, people want to be outside, but it's safer to stay in the house. Because not only do you have to worry about thugs and criminals, you have to worry about the so-called non-thugs and criminals, the people that's supposed to be protecting you, that may happen to be flying above your head, taking facial recognition and following you. So we're turning into a surveillance state. So the best thing to do to not be surveilled is to stay in the house.
Yeah. This week, they had a strip club in Texas where ICE came in and raided the strip club, and they were taking the women out. And it was like, man, they even getting the female strippers out of Texas, shall we say. And it was like, I don't know if any of those facial recognition phones were used, or I just saw a quick video, it was no more than 45 seconds of basically everybody was sitting down and they were just shuttling the women out of the strip club. And it's like, at what point do you feel comfortable going outside knowing that you're going to probably get harassed based off of you trying to have your entertainment, your fun, and you can't go out and do what you need to do?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm glad I wasn't in Texas then. Jeez.
Lisa Maria says, I pay too much rent to be spending money outside. Okay. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.